So, Infinity Train has finally concluded, and here is my reviews, thoughts, and some spoilers. I love cartoons, you love cartoons, we all love cartoons. I have been waiting for Infinity Train Book 3 when it was announced, and it's finally out. HBO released the first 5 episodes, and yes, I cannot handle this cartoon. The last 2 books were amazing. We got to see different characters, challenges, emotions, and their journey. And book 3 of Infinity Train is no different, but it gets better and better. Hi guys, welcome to Watch with Kuda. If you're new, click the subscribe button so that you don't miss this awesome content. We are introduced to 2 characters from book 2, Grace and Simon, who are the protagonists for this season, and yes, these were not loved characters from the last book, book 2. In book 3, Grace and Simon are the leaders of the Apex, an anarchy group of kids on a mysterious train. What's interesting about this storyline is the Apex have built a quasi-religion around this woman but don't know anything about her other than the fact that she has a bunch of numbers on her body. The Apex don't even know she is a woman. It shows how belief systems can get away from you and take on a life of their own. During one of their destructive missions, Grace and Simon get separated from the rest of the Apex and must find their way back. Far from their best, they believe that 1-1 is finally on them and decide to head back, entering the next car, the jungle car. As the duo navigate through the married roads of the train, they meet Hazel, an optimistic young girl, and Tuba, her gentle gorilla companion. With all the train's major mysteries out of the way, Book 3 further flips the series narrative. The central overreaching story isn't about the passenger new to the train, it's about Grace and Simon, a pair who have been on the train for a while, introduced as minor antagonists in Book 2 but now get explored more in Book 3. As the story progresses, we discover that our newcomer in the story, her hand does not grow like Grace and Simon, and they decide to take her to her headquarters, but the challenge was the gentle gorilla was a now. We discover that Grace starts to bond with Hazel, and by bonding with her, her number starts to go down. It's to Infinity Train's credit that each of the season has gotten more complex in its storytelling and in the emotional issues they seek to address. We can see that Grace, her number is going down because of the emotional bonding and understanding, and Grace accepts that role she is now playing and does not get angry over it. This animated series brings out themes that are so powerful that makes it great, such as bonding, hatred, family, death, motherhood, which drive the show. And I kept wondering if Grace would go back to her old ways of the Apex, but Simon sees as this and it starts affecting him in a negative way. To a point in the animated series, Simon kills the gentle gorilla. I wondered how they were going to finish up the series in 2 episodes, but they actually did it without rushing the story and the pacing. It's actually really good. Because Simon gets lied to by Grace, he traps her in her memories. How evil is that? But when she manages to escape the memory loop, she goes back to the Apex camp and discovers that Simon has gone full loco. And great thing about Infinity Train is that we have never seen anyone reach such a high number that Simon reaches. The train is supposed to help you change yourself, but Simon did the opposite till he becomes a madman. We get to see the battle between Simon and Grace till we see Simon trying to kill Grace for the 2nd time now, after getting saved by Grace from falling off the train. The way Simon laughs, then cries, he becomes a maniac. He becomes a psychopath. Because that doesn't make no sense. When you kill your own best friend, then you kind of start laughing, then you cry. It's like all the emotions of Simon just starts running all over in his head. But I think this is what happens when your number goes that high, which Simon's numbers goes like 200,000, I think. But Grace is saved by these paper-like birds. Then there is a funny creature that kind of sucks essence, which Simon was afraid of, that appears. It attacks Simon, then starts sucking his essence, till we see that the way the creature sucks him is it sucks his essence off, his skin off, then we see his skeletal bones is off, then till he turns to dust. That is just insane. Such a thing, I have never seen it on a cartoon before. I don't know how the animators did it, how they escaped with that scene, but that's not kid friendly at all. But it was amazing to see that. I love Infinity Train art style and how simple it is. It really does evoke emotions that are brilliant, especially when the mood changes. It's mostly seen through Hazel when she transforms through anger, and that again in the last episode when Simon is crying with the apex as they watch from the distance. The visuals are stunning. For each episode we get to see different tone, different display till we reach the last episode. Book 3 of Infinity Train is the best up to date, and the show engine is not slowing down anytime soon. I don't see a sign at any moment. So, have you seen Infinity Train? And if you did, what are your thoughts? Drop them in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe.